up before the sun, got my coffee. This is gonna be fun. Got my gun, got my dog, got my call. Man, there's just no time like the fall. Tell the boys we're headed out for the woods. You know the outdoors does the soul some good. Climb a tree or set out the blinds and sit back, soak it in. It'll clear your mind.
Alright. Dude, you're here. You really drove 3.5 hours for this?
Yeah.
Well, Justin just came on the team with us a few years ago. He's been kicking ass. He's been doing really good. And he comes to me last spring and he goes, Matt, I want to get behind the camera. He said, he's up in Vermont and they've got a good portion of the team up there and they're getting a lot of birds, they're getting a lot of deer, they're getting everything. And he wants to get more film. I'm like, perfect, man. Come on down. Come out open in morning and we'll put him in the hot seat. We'll get him behind the camera. And
This is the hot seat. This is the hot seat right here. Here we go. Lay it on me.
Well, this is plan A1. We still have A2 and A3 before we get to plan B. So that's what we're doing now. Justin and I are going to toss this stuff in the truck, grab the microphone, and head out. So let's do it, bud. Sun's right in our face, but I think if we cover up here, we'll get them. They're gonna come down. This is too. It's way too thick. They're not gonna come. They're not gonna come through it. We gotta find a spot. This video is not exactly perfect, but I want Justin to kind of explain. I mean, this isn't just busting balls. I mean, it is busting balls,
it's all right.
dude.
This
is busting balls, but.
Jeez, I'm gonna cheers and not drink.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Sorry about that. But the reason I want to salvage this is because number one, 3 big longbeards came in. And we got one. But I want people to kind of understand what's going on in the background. What is going on with the guy behind the camera and the trials and tribulations and the things that you kind of fight with and really try to get through and what goes through your mind and what you're dealing with. Because I know my heart's going just as hard, if not more, with a camera than it is with a gun. So talk to me, man. We get in there. What are your thoughts?
Well, got a few thoughts on this one. For starters, you already said it from the get-go. We set up in the open. We were on the edge of a logging road. We didn't have all that much cover. Not as much as we do when we hunt, those super thick places and all that.
We put in cover. We actually broke down Laurel and put it in front of us. You're right.
Quickly.
Yeah.
Quickly. We had seconds to set up and do that. And on top of that, everyone picks up a camera. I do it myself. First time I started filming, and you've seen it too. When you first pick up a camera and you set it on a steady surface and you aim at stuff and you think, oh, this zoom's great, this focus is great. Well, try doing it now when the camera's not in front of you, it's to the side of you.
Mm-hmm.
Now try doing it when you can't see the screen for what's in front of it. Now try playing with a focus and a zoom that are on 2 different hands, causing you to reach 90 degrees to your side and do all this while not seeing it and trying to see if you can see the birds because we're excited. We're excited. May not be the right thing to do, but even as a filmer, you want to watch those birds gobble and walk out of a mountain laurel.
You mean that the birds don't play this whole thing out. I mean, it's not always perfect for us.
You know, that was my interpretation when I started this. It's not at all how it happened. Matt lied to me the whole time. He said, come down here. It's going to be easy. Open field birds, no biggie. We're going to put the camera on a tripod. You won't even have to move it. The birds are going to walk right here.
And that's another thing. If you guys notice, we do a lot of woods hunt. We do a lot of woods hunt, man. I mean, and, you know, there is a huge challenge to that.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, a huge challenge. The difference between here and here, where that camera lens is 18 inches. It is astronomical at 40 yards or at 30 yards or 20. I mean, I've got them, you don't.
Right.
You've got them, I don't.
That happened to us several times earlier in the day.
Exactly. And actually, the year before,
oh yeah,
when your bird came in, that bird, I had him clear as day, and I'm like, don't take him yet. And he's like, I don't even see him. You know, so there's a lot more that goes into filming a hunt than people realize.
Oh, quite a bit. Quite a bit.
So these birds cut distance, and you had time to set up.
Well,
there was quite a time between when they gobbled up on the ridge and actually cleared that laurel, man. Well, I mean, what
think
happened?
From the get-go, you're going to see it. I was quite focused and zoomed in on the decoy.
Yep.
We kind of figured that those birds eventually would end up in that area, so that was my starting point. And that's kind of what I thought. Yep, kind of what I thought in my head was the way to go. Could have any time clicked autofocus, and quite frankly, I should have, but if you're going to get the better film, you're going to play with the manual focus.
You have to. There's no doubt.
And just so happens these birds did not come from where we thought they were going to come from. They decided, instead of walking down an easy trail, they decided they wanted to weave through some laurel, and we had to work with what we had at that point. And dude, there was no going back. They were there. So
it was looking like we were looking through water.
Yeah. Well, like Matt always said from the beginning, try to make that bird take up as much of the frame as you can. Try to make it as realistic as you can. Try to capture as many details as you can. And in my trying to zoom in, it went way too quickly. I don't know if you guys could tell that from the video, but
it's like, where is it's
oh man,
it's comical, man. It you know what though? When I saw it, I was like, please get it in frame, please get it in frame. And you do.
Barely at the end.
You do.
Barely at the end.
You do. And we get a great bird, and you know what? I really wanted to show this because it's really almost never perfect.
No.
We get lucky. And don't let anybody fool you. Because you know what? You've got skills for calling, you've got skills for setting up and understanding and all that. But when it comes down to it, you're dealing with an unknown.
Right.
You're dealing with a bird.
Oh yeah.
And guess what? It comes down to luck.
You know, and on top of that, I remember when I first started, working with you and doing all this and messing around with cameras and messing around with hunting with, different groups of people. And you said something to me right at the very beginning, and it was, you're going to have those decisions to make of where sometimes you're going to have the perfect bird or the perfect deer in the perfect position, and you're not going to be able to pull the trigger because you can't get the camera there.
Gotta let them walk.
And you have to sometimes, and it's a decision you have to make. Is that bird more important to you than the video, or is the video more important to you than the bird? And at that point, we, especially opening day, public land, we worked our ass
all
morning.
But it's, you know what? When it comes right down to it, there's a reason that we are Real Outdoors TV. And it's because we do, regardless of what anybody else says, we don't do this for a living. And we're not out there making money at this or anything. We do this because it's real. We love it. And quite honestly, it's just like you guys. We're pounding the public land. We're doing everything on weekends. We're weekend warriors, or we're taking our vacation time. You know, I mean, this is not, we don't get paid to go out there and do this. And I thought it would be really cool to kind of really explain the tribulations, man, the trials and tribulations that go behind it, because
not to mention all the people who want to try to get into it and try to film for
Yeah.
their own self-being. It is,
and for
it's
all,
something that takes practice, for serious. I don't know if you're, I'm free this April. I don't know if you're looking for someone to come out and, you know, do
dude,
some cameras
you
or
know
not.
what?
But
I'm in. I'm in,
man.
and I'll put
I'll
it
see
on
you then.
autofocus. Cheers,
I
brother.
don't blame you after that.
Enjoy.
one, to be honest.
We still got a kill shot for you. No, don't stop. Dude, talk to me, brother. Huh?
How about that?
I don't think they're Jakes.
Nope. I think we can pretty much guarantee they're not Jakes now. Man, I saw the first head come out and I saw a beard just a little too long for my liking. I was like, he's gonna get it. Yeah.
Oh my. I'm pretty happy with the new Frankie, baby.
Yeah, seriously.
The new Frankie, the Winchester extended range longbeards are insane. Carlson choke, obviously, and the True Glow. I think we laid the smackdown. Public land action, man. That's how we roll. Opening day, Connecticut.
Yes! Dude! This thing is a giant. Unbelievable. This bird is huge. I guess that's what goes to show for an easy winner. I mean, take a look at this public land, beautiful bird. Look at that. That thing is just awesome. He's got to be 22, 23 pounds. Look at the size of the chest. Unreal. Oh, dude, you're younger than I am. Hey, you got to carry him out, man. I'll take the camera.
We can make that work.
Oh, man. Thanks for coming out. Justin, team guy for ROTV, came down from Vermont to pick up some new True Glow gear that we got for his gun. So his season isn't open yet. He drove 3 hours last night to be down here, have a couple beers, and get up this morning at 3:30 to be behind the camera. Dude, you rock.